Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have an Uchu Sentai Kyuranger review for you. This is DX Kerberos Voyager. Basically it's Cerberus, but for some reason in Japan they like to write it out in katakana based on how it looks in English as opposed to how it sounds. We've kind of seen it before with the Kentaurus Kyutama as opposed to the Centaurus Kyutama. So I'm just going to call him Cerberus for the rest of the review because it's just easier to say. So it's a Cerberus Voyager. It is from the movie. You can see up here it says Kyuranger the movie. Basically, it is a repainted, remolded version of Shishi Voyager, and we're kind of used to seeing like a remold of an existing mecha for the movies. That's kind of how we've seen it before with Tobaspino. We've seen it with the Condor in Voyager. There's pretty much one a year. There was the dinosaur Zord for Ninja. So that's kind of what they like to do. They like to remold / repaint an existing mecha for the movie. And I think this guy looks great. I love the color scheme. The 3 dog motif is pretty cool. One of them's a bulldog, which is hilarious. I don't know why they wouldn't all be similar, but they wanted to do something crazy. So, front of the box, pretty cool in my opinion. Comes with the Cerberus Kyutama. Taking a look at the top there, another pretty cool picture. Not too much going on the bottom. Here just kind of shows again the Voyager. It boasts that it has 7 different colors, which we will see. And then just kind of shows you how it can connect with the mecha, which of course we'll take a look at. And then kind of just more of the same here on the back. Shows the Voyager, shows the Kyutama, shows it connecting with the other mecha. Says 7 colors again. It has lights and sounds just like Shishi Voyager does. So, not the exact same lights and sounds, mind you, but we'll get there. And it does take 3 AAA batteries, if you're wondering. So, keep that in mind if you decide to pick this up. Let's go ahead, get him out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. So here he is out of the box. I really like this teal color scheme. I don't know why. Maybe just because I like the color teal, especially with black. I feel like those 2 colors look good together. But yeah, I don't know. I really like it. So as I said before, there are 3 different dog heads. This is kind of a wolf in the middle. This is kind of like a Doberman Pinscher type looking head. And then this is kind of like a bulldog. So they all have different color eyes. This guy kind of has like a visor, which is pretty cool. I guess I'll get in close here so you can see each of the individual dog heads. And then here's the wolf in the middle. I love the red eyes on him. And then the bulldog has green eyes, which is pretty hilarious. But overall, it is Shishi Voyager. You can see the back looks exactly the same. Spot for the Kyutamas. You have the little wing here on the side that you fold back. They did take the clips out of the back, which is kind of a bummer. So you can't connect Ryuseiho or Washi Pink or anything like that. So that's a bit of a bummer. Don't really know why they went out of their way to do that, but they did. Here is the Kyutama here in the middle. We'll take a quick look at this and then we'll get to the sounds a little bit later on in the review, but you can see the Roman numeral 3 eyes there in the kind of holofoil sticker we're used to. And then you have this cool like 3-headed dog on the front here. Spins around. Pretty cool. I'll get to the picture inside later because of course we'll see it when we use the lights and sounds with this. Here is the pin system on the bottom. And I'll bring in the Seiza Blaster a little bit later to show off those sounds. So, pop him back inside. Now the other thing that's kind of neat, you can take these completely out. They are removable, and if you look at them, they kind of look like Kyutama. You can see here you have the front, you have the base, you have this over here, and then it just kind of sprouts into a dog head, which is kind of hilarious. The mouth does open, which is nice. And then, of course, it does flip around, so it can be like this in the robot mode and like this in the Voyager mode, just like the main head. Technically, you could put this in the Seiza Blaster if you wanted to, but there's no pins down here, so it wouldn't do anything. But I just think that's kind of cool. You can remove them. So if you really wanted to just put in 5 Zords or Mecha or Voyagers, whatever term you want to use, If you wanted to just put in 5, or 4 rather, with this guy being the 5th, you totally could. So you could even take these off completely, put them off to the side, and then spin these back around, which is how Shishi Voyager normally looks. And then you just have kind of a wolf redo / repaint of Shishi Voyager, because that's pretty much what Shishi Voyager looks like, just with a different head. But if you put these back, so that's pretty cool. I'll show that off too when we get to the robot mode with 4 actual Voyagers attached. So if we go ahead and we turn them on, it does take 3 AAA batteries, which go right here. And then I'll go ahead and turn it on. So it says Kerberos Voyager. Button is in the same place as it was for Shishi Voyager. And you can see all the colors going crazy up here. Get some dog barking sounds. More dog barking sounds. So it kind of just goes around. I'm just going to turn it back off for now. So that's pretty much it for the sounds for this mode. But yeah, I like it. I appreciate that the dog mouths can open and close on all 3. I think that's a really nice touch. This one doesn't open up that much, but this guy opens up pretty much. And this guy will open up as well, revealing a head, which we'll get to in a minute. So yeah, that's pretty much it for just this on its own in Cerberus Voyager mode. But I love the color scheme. I like the head designs for the dogs. Yeah, pretty cool in my opinion. I like it a lot. So let's go ahead and get into a mecha transformation. Alright, so the box suggests using Tauros, Hibitsky, Chameleon, and Kajiki, so that's what we'll do. Very easy. Fold these back, and then you can go ahead and attach these guys right on here. Boom. Bring him up. Shift your dog heads around. And then you're going to take these and just plug them in. You'll notice I had to take the Q-Tama off, because since these are essentially like Q-Tama as I demonstrated earlier, you just attach those right onto the bottom. And then of course you bring around your dog head and you drop your face down. So it's a little bit difficult to see the face because there's kind of a lot of shade, but I'll see if I can throw a little light. I like that face design. I love the blue eyes. I think that looks really good. Let me get a little bit closer. The red kind of mask and the silver face. I think that all looks pretty good. So overall, I mean, he looks very similar as far as general shape to Kyuranger, which I'll bring in for comparison. Now, unfortunately, we kind of... I guess I could bring Sasori in, but he is attached to Ryuteo, so he just has one stump hand. But there you can see they're about the same size. Very similar in build. I kind of really like the dog heads, though. It kind of frames him better, gives him kind of bulky shoulders. I like that a lot. And I kind of like his head a little bit better than Shishi's head. And that's just because of like the wolf ears and everything up here. Just personal preference. But I'm going to take this guy out for a second. And we'll bring him in so we can hear the sounds. Let me go ahead and turn him back on. So let's hold this down like you would with Shishi. So I guess Kerberos is what they have the robot mecha form called. I have not seen the movie, unfortunately. It's only available in theaters in Japan right now, so no way for me to see it yet. I'll zoom in here so you can see the chest. I'll kill the lights for a second. So it's a little hard to see, but it's 3 dog heads going around. So it's basically going all the way around for the sounds. Nothing too super exciting. Kind of just says its name, has some couple generic dog barking sounds, and then you get a super galaxy. It does kind of have a weird third mode, just like Shishi did. And then you have to like pick the colors. So first I'll do red. Next I'll do blue. Oops, I did yellow. There we go, blue. There we go. I don't know. I'm really not really sure how this works. I'm not 100% sure how this mode works. You have to keep picking the different colors, and you can tell if it picks one. If you pick one it doesn't like, it makes that sound, but then when you pick the one it does one, it goes ding. And then when you pick the 3 it wants, maybe there's a specific order to it, I'm not sure. Then you get a little bit of Super Galaxy sound effects. So it's a little weird. It's not my favorite mode. I don't know. Overall, I would say that the sounds are kind of disappointing. The lights are very nice. You have 7 different colors. It strobes through them, which is nice. So I do like the lights, but I'm not a huge fan of the sounds, really. I'm going to go ahead. I have the cockpit Kyutama in here down the bottom. And I kind of just want to make sure. I don't know that these lights down here do anything. Or if there even are lights down there. Yeah, I don't think the lights are in the feet still, because I can't get them to do anything. I think it's just in the torso. So, again, the 7 different colored LEDs are nice. The sounds are okay. The fact that there's no lights in the limbs is kind of a bummer, but I guess if they expect these two to be completely obscured, it makes sense not to have them in the feet as well. So, again, I get it. It's a bit of a disappointment, but not a huge deal. But I will show you guys real quick if we can take these out completely and then put these back on. Since you can take the dogs off. And then so here's what this guy would look with just the one head, kind of a normal mode without the extra dog shoulders. It's alright. I mean, I just like that it's possible. I appreciate the fact that if you want to be able to do that, you can. I like the dog heads personally, so when I have mine displayed, I'll probably leave it that way. But I think it's really neat that they made it so that you can have the option. I was afraid those dog heads were going to be hard molded in, and that's why I thought it was kind of weird that you couldn't put a Kyutama in there. But those basically are like weirdly molded Kyutama. So, like I said, I like this. I like these dog heads. Do I have these on backwards? Yes, I think I do. Which is why they look weird. I was like, they look a little messed up. That's why they're cockeyed and not on straight. Alright, let's get these right. There we go. Now they look straight. Much better look. So yeah, I really like the robot mode. I don't mind the fact that you have to take the Kyutama off. I don't think that's a big deal. I really like the dog heads. And I think it's fantastic that you can open all of their mouths like they all shoot rays or something like that. Very cool. Alright, so as promised, I will show this guy off in the Seiza Blaster. Real quick though, because the lights didn't come through super great. I wanted to put some light behind this so you guys could see. So that's the three-headed dog, or the three heads of the dog in the picture inside the Kyutama there. So I just wanted to make sure you guys got to look at that, since the lights were a little weird when I was trying to use the chest to show it off. So as you can see, this has no unique sounds. Definitely a swing and a miss, in my opinion. I mean, if you're gonna go through the trouble, like little random candy toy ones, Gashapon ones, I get it. You don't have enough sounds in this thing for all 90 that you dreamed up, but this is a movie Voyager Kyutama. This should have sounds in this. I'm sorry if you're putting aside sounds for these significant, important ones. This should have been one of them. It's a Mecha Kyutama. I don't understand why we get generic Kyuranger sounds. Big letdown, in my opinion. So overall, I really do like the Cerberus Voyager. It's definitely not perfect, but just as far as the look of the mecha, I really like the design of all the dog heads. I love the color scheme. The fact that you can attach some of the other Zords that have kind of just been hanging out on your display because you didn't really have, enough mecha to combine with. So I do appreciate all that, but at the heart of this thing, it was kind of pricey. I'm going to be honest. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I kind of want to say somewhere in the area of like $40 to $50, which for one Voyager seems a bit high to me. I understand it does have lights and sounds, but so did Kureno, and that was only maybe 2,000 yen more, and you got 4 extra mecha with that. So I don't know. In any case, the price is a little steep in my opinion, but I do like it. The only things I would really complain about, the fact that the Kyutama does not have unique sounds in the Seiza Blaster is a big deal to me. Like I said, I definitely feel like if you were saving the sounds for significant Kyutama, this should have been one of them. The fact that they took the clips out on the back so you can't connect it with anything else is, again, another weird thing in my opinion. If I want to use this, in my combination with Ruteo, why not? I should be able to. There's no reason not to do that. I just think it's weird. Or in my combination with Gigant Ho. It's weird. So yeah, I would say those are the things that kind of bum me out the most. The sounds are average, they're mostly generic dog barking sounds, but you do get some cool sounds. They're okay. What I like about it, I love the design of the dog heads. I love the color scheme. The 7 different colored LEDs in the chest are fun. So yeah, at the end of the day, I would say there's probably as many good things as there are bad things. And I don't want to say any of the bad things are like terrible deal breaker things. They're just kind of letdowns. You know what I mean? They're just subtle disappointments that this toy could be amazing if they had just fixed a couple things. But at the end of the day, I still think it's fun. I like it. I'm glad I got it. It's not the amazing toy I hoped it would be. It's just an average toy. It's still fun, but not as great as it could be. So I'm just kind of saying the same thing at this point. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look at the DX Cerberus, or Kerberos, Voyager from Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.